Part 2 of pulling the trigger and the fears. Okay, so last time we talked about what type of trader do you have, what type of fears do you have. Now we're going to talk about what I call the 3 C's. Stay cool, stay calm, and stay collective at all times. Do not panic. Okay, now what's the one way you could do all of these every single time you trade? Correct. A trade plan. Know exactly where you're going to enter, know how much you're going to risk, know where you're going to exit the trade. Okay? That's what a professional trader does. They wait for the high probability trade, okay? And they know that it's going to work more times than not. And they have their entry and their stop loss. So guess what? When they enter the trade, and they also know how much they're going to risk, right? So when they enter the trade, they're cool, calm, collective during the whole trade, and they're never going to panic out of the trade because they know they have their stop loss in there to protect them, okay? Next, control your fear, your inner demons and voices in your head. We all have them. Okay, don't think you don't have them. Don't think you're the only one who does have them. With trading, this is where they really come out. Okay, and we all really start to see where the inner demons and the voices from our heads come from, right? So control your fear. We touched on that earlier. Understand who you are, right? Understand how to control your emotions. Don't let your emotions control you. Fear is a good thing. Embrace it. Okay? Everything will tell you not to do it because the fear side wired in our brain is doing everything it can to protect us. But there are times where we need to control that fear, and we actually know, hey, this is not a bad situation. This is a very good situation because we've done our homework and we know this is a high probability trade, while your fear is telling you, don't take it, don't take it, don't take it. Remember what happened this time, that time, right? You need to override that fear and control that fear. Your inner demons, okay, and the voices in your head. Those are the guys on the left hand, the right hand, and the left shoulder, right? The right shoulder and the left shoulder. They're going to tell you, one's going to say, don't do this because of this, and do this because of this, okay? Understand who you are. Don't listen to them. Okay, that's why I say, see the trade, say the trade, place the trade, have a trade plan. Everything should tie in together, right? Understand what you're trading. Understand the domain that you're in, okay? Learn everything there is about the product that you're trading. Have a trade plan. All these are, you could kind of go to your voices and the inner demons that you have and say, hold on. Everything you're telling me is wrong. You're telling me to be fearful. You're telling me why it's not going to work. Remember the last time it didn't work, this, that, right? You could show them the entire list of, hey, I have my trade plan. I have my entry. I have my exit. Okay? I know that it's a very high probability trade. And it's kind of like you're controlling them and they're not controlling you. Okay? Next. You must trust yourself and your trade setups. Once you've been doing this for a while, you're going to know what works and what doesn't work. And you're going to have the trades that you do over and over and over. Okay? You must trust yourself and the setup, the high probability setup, right? You need to kind of go, I know it works over and over and over. That's why I'm going to take it. Okay, maybe it doesn't work this one time, but I have the willingness to accept my losses. Okay, remember, trust yourself and the trade setup. Always think about winning on the trade and not losing. We touched about this on the last video. Okay, don't think like a conservative person where you're thinking about the money. Think about winning. Think about making the money. Okay, send out that good energy. and go, I know I have a high probability in making money. I know I did my homework. I know everything that I'm saying and I'm doing is correct. And more times than not, the trade will work out. Next, read your trade plan every single day and stick with it. It will help you with your fear as you know you have a trade plan. Again, a trade plan. I can't say enough. It tells you how much to risk, where to enter, where to exit, what patterns that you're going to look for that day, okay? It's going to tell you everything, but at the same time, it's going to kind of bring you all the way back up here. It's going to keep you cool, calm, and collective, and there's no reason you should ever have to panic, okay? And again, trading the E-mini S&Ps are awesome because they trade so very technical, okay? And they're a very technical trading, and you're not going to get huge slippage, okay? You're going to learn. Never trade during news events. Okay, that's where that's where you could get slippage, the panic comes in. Okay, always use stop losses. Next, trading rules to live by. Okay, know your trade plan and stick with it. Do your homework every single day. Do your homework. Know what you're looking for. Okay, go know the levels of where you're willing to get long, or where if you are long you're willing to sell, and vice versa, where you're willing to short. Okay, draw trend lines, draw your support and resistance lines, do your Fibonacci retracements, try and find the most confluence. Okay, that's what your homework is. Have an exact entry and exit plan for every single trade. That's where am I going to enter, where am I going to exit the trade for a take profit, and where's my stop loss going to go. Okay, if you do that for every single trade, I guarantee you're going to be successful, because you're never going to have one bad trade that's going to wipe out 10 good trades. Stay cool, calm, and collective at all times, okay? Just be the cool guy, be the cool trader, where you go, hey, I know where my exit is, I know where my stop loss, I know where my target, I know this is a high probability trade. I'm going to just put the trade on. I see the trade, I take the trade, I place the trade. Or sorry, I see the trade, I say the trade, I take the trade, okay? Trade small enough to where you don't panic, okay? When you start to trade smaller size, your judgment, the way you see the market doesn't get cloudy, okay? I know if I start to trade too big, okay, for whatever reason, I can't see the market, I can't see the trade setup as clear. But if I know, hey, I'm willing to risk $100 on this trade, when I'm in the trade, I'm able to still be able to understand price action and understand what the trade is. I'm not freaking out, I'm not panicking, oh my God, I got too much money, I could lose too much. I know every single time how much I can make or lose on every single trade. Control your fear and the voices in your head. Going back, okay? We spoke about this a few times. Control your emotions, okay? Don't let your emotions control you. This will take a little time to master, but I promise you, once you've mastered it, you're going to become a lot better trader, but you're also going to become a lot better person too, in everything that you control or that you deal with that has anything to do with emotions. And then finally, you must have trust in yourself and your trade setup, okay? These are trading rules that I live by, and I hope you'll start to live by them too, okay? Trust yourself. Don't sit there and go, oh, I'm not good enough, or my trade setups aren't good enough. If you see that they work over and over and over every single day, okay, you need to trust your own trade and your trade setups, because everything is about the highest probability. You could probably become better than your mentor at one point, okay? But you have to trust yourself. Yeah, so with that being said, next up is going to be the lessons. We're going to dive into all the lessons, okay?